Oops. Hi, everyone. Am I live? How are we doing? How's my stream looking? Today we're going to do some editing in Lightroom. This is the second time I'm doing this. Last time was an absolute catastrophe, but this time is going to not be a catastrophe. I prophesy. I'm going to edit some photos from a recent photo walk, and this photo walk is going to go into a video that I'll be sharing soon. So, with that said, I have some tea steeping that's going to provide for a very relaxing, enjoyable atmosphere, I suppose, for us to hang out together. I also have some music playing as to make me feel very calm and have a, a delightful editing experience. So, with that started, I'm going to, as soon as my alarm goes off, I'm going to grab my tea and then I'll be right back. But let's go ahead and get started so that we can get this thing moving along. And then I think what I should probably do is put the chat on my phone, just in case you know what I mean. James Resded. Oh, that's where I wanted to be. Okay, there we go. Oh no, now it's gonna stop playing my music. Let's see if I can do both. There we go. All right, here we are on my screen. Here we are in Lightroom. So if you guys don't know, what happened last time was I tried to edit on this big screen, and it was amazing what happened. There were flashes of blue. Everything was pixelated. It was all wrong. My computer sounded like a rocket ship. Now my computer sounds like a rocket ship that is like a SpaceX rocket ship, like a well-built, well-manufactured, thoughtfully produced rocket ship that is not going to blow up in your face. So I'm excited for that. So here we are in Lightroom, and let me double check, make sure, yep, I am in desktop mode. Okay, so the first bit of, there's my computer telling me that bad things are happening. Well, we'll see how it goes. So the first, I went on a photo walk in an area where I didn't get a whole lot of luck in terms of people. So it was a little bit of urban exploration initially, and I thought this church was quite interesting. So I took a couple of photos of it. I was already playing around with this photo before I decided, let me live stream. Let me not do this the easy way, and let me jump in and make some content for you guys. So I think this one's about ready. I might brighten it up just a tinge. Let's see here. About right. Yeah, that feels okay. Let's see if some clarity would feel nice on it. Don't want to push up that. No, that's not even what the color that would be affecting the church. Let's go orange. Let's push up the orange just a little bit. It seems pretty aggressive though. I don't know if I want to go that aggressively with it. So we're gonna A/B it. So straighten it just a little bit. And I put it as 16 by 9, but I don't know if I want to hang out there. But it does look good. I like the foliage around the outside of the frame. It's quite nice. So I don't know if maybe, the go-to is a good square crop for a photo like this. My style. But yeah, I think 16 by 9 is kind of what it wants to be. That's okay. We'll leave it there. Might change it later. Still need to make a new folder for it. So I'm going to go to, this is my this is my exported photos folder for videos that I make. And then within that, I make another folder according to which video I am putting out. So I'm going to name this one, not a YouTube URL. I'm going to go back in my clipboard manager. It's called Paste. It's fantastic. I would encourage you to check it out. It legitimately makes me more productive. Street photography. Let's edit some photos. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I'm going to go back in time here. There it is. All right. So we're going to do that. I've learned that you can't put these little hyphens, or the little where you take a line and then you lean it to the side. I forget what they're called. You can't take those and make them into a folder name, because a lot of times it will end up making like 3 different folders because it thinks you're trying to create a folder system from that one naming scheme. But that's not what we want to do today. So I've learned to use the dashes, even though I do like the little tilty doos better. Okay, export. That's first photo. Moving on to the next one. How's my tea? Let's see what my tea's up to. Oh man, still 4 minutes. Time goes slow when you're spending time with friends, you know? Okay, this next one I thought was pretty interesting. I could either go with this one or this one. I have 2 of them highlighted. So I could go to perhaps that guy. I like that one a lot. That one might work well cropped, but I like how I went lower. Also, it's letting in these windows. What do we want to do? I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to give this one a go. So I'm going to make this a nice 8x10, I think. Move over that way, and then we're going to bring it in. That way, that other window is not even something we have to worry about. Watching that little smokestack on top, see where that's going to end up in the frame. And I'm using my presets to edit today, just if you are confused. You know, I don't like that. It gets rid of too much of the blue wall, I think. I think we need more of the scene in this case. This is messy over here, so I definitely will have to do something fun with that. It's just a quirky scene, really. It's kind of getting there. Let's see if this one could be done something else with. Sentences with James. All right. Okay, let's I'm going to put, which preset would I like to begin with? I'm going to try this guy out. Push it up a little bit. Or crank up some contrast just a hair. Play with the colors quite a bit. Let's go down to the individual color channels. I'm going to drop the luminance a little bit. I'm going to play with the saturation of the luminance on the aqua color. Okay. Yeah, the frame just still feels pretty messy to me, to be honest. How's the stream feeling? We looking okay over here? I'm moving along nicely. Am I moving? Am I talking? Is my audio okay? That's me talking about aqua. It's one of my favorite subjects. Very good. Okay, it looks okay. Looks clean. All right. Back to editing. So, yeah, this one's super messy. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. There's a lot of interesting things going on, but there's a lot of extraneous things going on too. I think it's kind of bothers me that this ball is all the way over on the edge. Like, I think the most I'm putting my hands up like you can see. The most interesting part of the frame is kind of like here-ish, you know, kind of roughly in this area. So I don't know. Okay. Let's think. Let's think clearly about our options here. Do I go this way with it again? Do I drop it down to the flow? That was painful. That was painful to hear myself say that. Oh, my tea's ready. I'll be right back. Let me set this crop. Then I'm gonna just, oops, that's not what I need to do. Good heavens. Be right back, guys. That's how you keep your immune system active? That's awesome. I have returned, and I have a peppermint tea with me. What's that?
No, I'm just coming in to troll a little bit.
No, that's fine. I was just seeing what was up. Now's a great time to record me for that video that you were talking about.
You have a freaking camera. You know that you have that music playing, right?
Yes. I want to keep playing that music, and I can't keep playing the music if I record my video on my phone.
Blazes
So I need your help.
am I gonna...
You can save the day.
Cooper's, look at my foot. I'll record that video when I feel like
He's
it.
licking your foot. He's licking your foot because he wants you to help me. He's saying that's the right thing to do.
Just wanted to go ahead and give you some authenticity. James really appreciates you. We're matching.
We are matching.
Way to go, team.
We are.
Woo.
It's like we're like one of those couples. You know, one of those. I'll actually share this to Instagram really quick, and then I'm gonna make that video. I think it's the right thing to do. She wants me to film for our YouTube, our other YouTube channel. I'm gonna go into Instagram stories, and then I'm first off. No, I need to actually put the link to this video into my clipboard so that I can share it with you guys on Instagram, and then I can make the story. Clipboard history. I think this is going to be the right one. I sure hope so. Yep, took me to the right place. Fabulous. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to edit, and I'm going to go change my URL for my website, for my Instagram profile, and then I'm going to make a little Instagram story. And my music is still playing for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, heavens. My camera looks awful. Look at this spaghetti. I'm currently streaming me editing some photos to YouTube. Link is in my profile if you'd like to check it out. I can't believe the music kept playing. I need to stop playing this music so I can hear what I'm actually... Wow! It actually just sounds like it's in the background. That's fun. Wow, did you know that Instagram stories will keep playing the music if you're making a story?
Yeah.
It's fun. See?
Yeah. How great is that?
Pretty cool. Okay, what sort of like graphics should I put on this? A quiz?
Whatever your heart desires.
Why though? I could put why though. Yay. I'm just going to type in yay. We're going to see what happens. There's there's a dancing elephant. There is a bowl with legs for some odd reason. We have we have a happy baby. I'll go with a happy baby. That seems good. Oh, he's gonna fall in the trash can. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Okay. Now back to here. How are we looking? Everything going swell? Oh, what's up, Danielle? How's it going? Danielle says hey. She said hi. How are you today? Welcome. I'm gonna be editing some photos, but right now I'm just getting my ducks in a row. All right, fabulous. Let's begin again. Okay. A lot of things to keep up with when you do a live stream. All right, here we are. Go away, Doc. Sometimes the Doc gets stuck. All right, let's see. So I'm going to push the exposure up a little bit. I still am struggling with the sort of compositional issue that is the messiness that is this frame. And that makes me sad because I want it to work because there's a lot of fun things about this photo. See, square is going to be too. I am doing quite well. It's been a pleasant day. I'm healthy. I have a job. Everything's going well. Very blessed human. Don't like that. Don't like that crop. Not that I'm a blessed human. I mean, I like that. That's good. But that is Sarah the Instrumentalist. I think I said her name right. I like her music. If you can hear it. You probably can't hear it, actually. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we're okay. All right. Sorry. Like I said, I'm just trying to make sure that, like, you're not looking at my face while I'm editing. Because that's happened before. All right. 8x10 maybe. What are you up to today, Danielle? What are you doing? What's your life about on this Friday? I guess evening-ish for you? Afternoon still, roughly. This photo is just giving me a lot of trouble.
Okay, so now I'm confused as to why that's playing still. Explain why you have the music?
Because it's calming and relaxing.
Why is your phone?
And I get stressed when I talk to people.
Oh, so it's just like having it play on there. But you have
Yeah, I'm just playing on my phone.
Does it have to be open?
No, I have it open so I can see the chat.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what's going on.
Christina doesn't think I have a process.
Jeez. Ooh, man, that was a lot.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
I understand my ways can be confusing sometimes. You wrote a new poem? Oh, fantastic. I'd love to know what that poem's about. As much as you want to share. I know that's a very personal thing for a lot of people. If it's, a pretty personal poem for you, then that's fine. Share whatever you feel comfortable with. Nothing wrong with not sharing. All right. Just tweaking. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to do with this photo. I'm going to skip this photo for now. I'm going to move on. Oh, I'm going to skip it. Now we have another one, which is, it has some structural issues, I suppose, but it could come together. It could work. So this is a large chicken on a building. Rooster, I suppose you would call it. And we have some people next to it. And they're pretty dark, which is what was the main thing that I was worried about. But I think that it actually might work out. Let's see. Danielle, I also saw that you've been streaming on Twitch a little bit. That's fun. I kind of think I don't need to crop this. I think if I come in at all, it's going to be kind of odd. I like that cord coming out of the rooster. So maybe I push over this way a little bit. I do like the crop being quite tight, That is a nice thing, but it's a give and take, like with any photo. So I'm going to maybe try 4:3 as a ratio. Okay, that's kind of fun, right? Feels very, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now, but you know, if you can think of a word, whatever you're thinking is probably close to what I'm thinking. Hi, James. Hi, Revo's Sport Uncut Gameplays. How's it going? Welcome. I don't think
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party.
Wow.
I don't think I've seen you around yet.
Sorry.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Gosh, Christina.
Sorry.
You know what? I'm feeling a 4:3 on this. I really am. Now I'm going to do some extra things though to make it really sing. And yeah, yep.
Where in the blue blazes is that freaking little tripod?
That's a great photo. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you like it, and I hope you're doing well too. What have you been up to today? Anything interesting? So I think I was considering putting a brush over here, but I don't think I need it now. That was because when it first came into the Lightroom, it looked like that. So I was like, oh, that's way dark, but it actually works. Now that I've punched up the shadows as well. All right. Yeah, so this was taken in Provo, Utah, and it is a very colorful place. Actually, more colorful than downtown Salt Lake City. Tea. I think it's almost snack time, too. I will leave during snack time.
You can't just leave your stream.
Oh, yes, I can.
Does this look like Twitch?
Yes, I can. I can. They need to know that if I leave them, I'm gonna come back. It's like a good mother. Like, I'm gonna leave you at preschool, but I'll be back. You'll be okay while I'm gone. Or they'll leave and watch another video, but I mean,
That's what I would do.
maybe I shouldn't leave. Okay, I like that. It still feels a little flat though, for my taste. Kind of had to make it a bit more flat, considering I had to bring these guys up on the right here. Correct. I've watched a few of your videos, but this is the first time I've seen you live. I'm okay with just wait. I'm okay just relaxing like you guys. See? This person's okay with just relaxing with us.
Okay with him being here.
Are you a boy or a girl? Revo Sports Uncut Gameplays.
Your screen is dusty, my
All right. That'll do. I think that'll do for now. I may come back to it, but that'll do. All right. Carry on. On to this one. There's a lot of structural issues with a lot of the photos I took. So a lot of this is salvaging and seeing what I can do with it. It's been slim during this coronavirus thing. Been a bit hard to get some good street photos. Trying to go to places where there's not too much people. Trying to, stay away from others. Yeah, but I need street people for street photography. Christina thinks I should delete my channel. I don't even know if this photo is going to work, to be honest. Just right off the bat.
It's so colorful.
It is colorful, but I just got to make it, I got to make the framing make sense. Like, in the subject's nice, but it's kind of like, if this person was right here, maybe that would be a little better.
It's called Photoshop.
Just a guy from the Netherlands. Nothing special. That sounds very special to me. I'm not a guy from the Netherlands. Netherlands seems like a fun place to say you're from. Now, if you live there, it may not be that exciting to you, but I'd like to visit the Netherlands. What does the Netherlands have to offer? Nethers? Christina. All right. Is it true that the Netherlands, as Christina says, has nethers to offer. Are there nethers in Netherlands?
If not, then I want a refund.
The U stands out. I agree. The U does stand out. And that's one of the things that makes it where it could work. Oof. I'm like off center too, because it happened so fast. This is sad. This is real sad. Like this one, I'm straightened up a bit better, but then the guy is all the way over there. What would have been nice is if the same skateboarder was right in the center. That would be a banger. That would be killer. Danielle, you have a teacher from there? That's fantastic. The tulips. Don't shake the table. Oh, for this?
Yep.
Right
afterwards, you put your thing down and shook the table.
Where are they? Where's tulips? Do you see tulips? I don't see any tulips. Danielle, are you smoking crack today? I don't see no tulips. Oh man, this one's just, I mean, all right. Solutions, not problems. This one's not, yep. This one's not grooving with me. I'm going to move past it for now. Once I can have a really clear head about it, I might come back to it. This one is, but the person is not in the right place. And I'm not going to use Photoshop. There's a famous tulip field in the Netherlands. Oh, I see. I got it. I see. A famous tulip field. That's fun.
I think I know what she's talking about.
Is it? I would assume it's a very large tulip field.
Oh, you're so cute. Did you color grade this?
Maybe I forget. That was from
Camera?
That was from the last time I streamed. It's like I'll just use the same one over again. Why not? Okay, we're moving along here. So there's a sculpture that I took some photos of people in front of, and I think I took this photo for reference for the video. So this isn't meant to be some sort of beautiful photography experience, telling stories and whatnot. Okay, so it straightened it, but now I think it straightened it a hair too much. I'm going to go back this way with it. Whoa there. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to let me put it. Did I already put a filter on it? Let me put a filter preset. Gonna turn the contrast up a little bit, and then I think, do I want to crop it in? It's kind of fun, but I like the edges. I like how the building turns on the edges. I think that's actually nice because it provides some symmetry.
You ever just ask yourself what the meaning of life is?
Yeah, that's a question I asked. Yeah, I've asked myself that question. It's a good question to ask.
Like at least 3 times a week.
Christina's wondering what the meaning of life is.
What is this?
Like, what is all this? What are we doing?
Why are you streaming right now? Why am I editing a video
Uh-huh.
about us?
Okay.
Should we just set it all on fire?
No. No, I think we should course correct wherever we see that we're not aligning with our meanings in life. That's what I think.
The meaning is just to make money, but then you make money and then you don't know what to do anymore.
Christina, the meaning is Jesus.
Look at, she cute.
Okay, stop distracting me. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put that right there. I started photography in February, and really enjoying it. It's the best hobby ever. It's a very fantastic hobby. Depending on what type of photography you get into, it's a very good way to be alone and kind of have a therapeutic experience. But you can also do it with friends, and there's not really, you can kind of do whatever you want. And since it's a solo endeavor, whether you're with friends or not, you can accomplish your own goals. There's nobody telling you what to do unless you decide to put yourself in that type of environment. And yeah, that's a wonderful thing about photography. It's super easy to do. Just go outside and take your camera, take your phone. Okay. So, gonna punch that up just a little bit, and then let's put some clarity. See how clarity feels. That kind of helps it a little bit, I think. I think I'm gonna brighten it up too, though. Yeah, there we go. That'll be good for now. We'll move on. What kind of photography do you like to do? Everyone here, what kind of photography do you like to do? Christina, what kind of photography do you like to do?
None of it.
None of it. She says none of it. Photography is a stressful endeavor for Christina.
JK, if it's in the water, I'm down for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gonna turn off the
Wide
crop
angle
there.
is actually pretty interesting to me. But the thing with wide angle is I
Which
hate
is it?
doing it.
Interesting, because I feel like you used to really not like wide angle.
No, I hate wide angle filming for video.
Oh.
But for photos, like I'm down for it.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Because I like how you can get all willy-nilly with it.
Get all willy-nilly with the wide angle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me check your...
What a symmetrical scene.
Check your stream, because that music sure does sound loud.
Yeah, this mic does a great job at cutting it out, so that's why I'm not too worried about it.
I'm in here. So.
But give it a shot, yeah. Look. See, this is symmetry I'm talking about. Now, I think I was a little bit crooked on the z-axis. I don't know, but oh heavens, what? Lightroom doesn't know what to do with this photo. We could do that, right? Just go for a nice Dutch angle. I think that's elegant. Revo's Sport Uncut Gameplay says, yeah, I totally agree. I like to do everything from city, automotive, nature. I got Insta. Fantastic. City, automotive, cars are really fun to shoot because they have a lot of interesting contours. Assuming it's not like a 2010 sedan. Love that statue, by the way. I think the statue is fantastic. I thought that was a really cool thing. So I'm going to have to manually orient this guy. We're going to rotate it. Oh, nope, not rotate. I think we actually want to take the horse. There we go. Something like this, maybe. Just a hair, just to give it a nudge. I might take this back, but we're going to try it. That, whew, oh, that feels, is that any better? That's better. That's a little better. Okay, so we're going to straighten it just a little bit more. That's starting to look right. The top up here, I'm looking at the top line, the horizontal line there. That feels pleasant. Oh, man. And overall, I think I really, the building, well, the whole scene gave me a lot to work with in terms of symmetry. I really, to be honest, I didn't even notice the symmetry until I started editing this. Is it okay? Does it sound okay?
Yeah, this was just way too loud.
Okay. What was loud? What was it? Was it a teddy bear? Oh no, that's a skunk. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're listening to stuff?
But I can't listen to Spotify, so I'm like, how does one listen to music without
right,
Spotify?
right.
Beep, boop, up.
Right. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, but I do think I can bring it back a little bit. Oops, the other direction with the horizontal tilt, so that it's a little more straight on. Maybe that. Yeah, that feels about right to me. So now I'm going to bring it over just a hair to the right because I'm looking at the corners up top, and I want those corners to be roughly even. That feels about right. It's not perfect, but it's not. Definitely looks pretty good. Okay, 40. I like the kid. The interest of the kid, and the kid's really interested in touching it, and the parent, the dad's looking at his phone, and then the mom's interacting with the kid. She wouldn't care about the statue if the kid wasn't around, for sure, right? And then you have the kids playing on top. I think it's fun imagery. So I'm going to brighten it up a little bit, I think, and then I'm going to, I don't know if I want the clarity there. I think the clarity does add. I'm going to drop down the shadows and the blacks just a little bit. Yeah, I love shooting cars. I like to go out and do some car spotting a couple times a week. That's fantastic. That sounds therapeutic. I think, for me, photography is something I do pretty aggressively, and I always have to remember that there are people who just do it just to relax, and that's, maybe they have other obligations in their life that they are up to, and they use it just to get out and get away and enjoy themselves, and that's a beautiful it's a beautiful thing about photography, and it's something that, like I said, it's so easy to do. We're gonna make it a bit more green. If you want to make a video, you don't just kind of, well, okay, you can go walk around with an iPhone and film a video. You can, but depending on how serious you want to get about your video, it's good to have other people to help you. You have to make a whole narrative out of it to make it make sense. A lot of times with photos, you can just go find serendipity. That feels good. I think this is a good spot. Drop the blacks down just a hair more. Maybe the whites here? Or no? No. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can punch that statue up a little bit. Just the tiniest bit. Let's see, is the blue doing what I want it to do? I like that. That's good. Now what about these trees? What can we do with these trees? I think it's a good idea to make them subtly darker, considering they're on the edge of the frame. They're not the main focal point. So I'm going to actually vignette on the side, see if that helps out a little bit. I actually like that. I think it focuses, because the people are quite little, so I'm going to focus the attention in the middle. I like that one. That one turned out well. I'll copy these settings for the next photo that is similar, because I think I have another one or three that is, sneakers. I don't know why, I just thought it was interesting. This guy was showing his sneakers to these old people, and it was one of the shots where I was like, this is probably not going to work, but I can go ahead and grab it. Okay, move along. I already did my selecting, so okay, my computer's running away from me. There we go. So the highlighted ones are the ones I'm primarily going to be working on today. True, I could walk around Amsterdam for hours, so relieving, but then my battery runs out. Luckily, I got that means you're passionate. I got an extra one yesterday. Yeah, having an extra battery is something that I am likely to procrastinate on. Luckily, we do have a couple of batteries, which is probably Christina's doing more than me. I'll just go on and keep running into problems until I finally decide I'm sick of it, and then I'll go buy a battery. I need to get another one for my GoPro. For sure, because I run that one out quite a bit. But also, Amsterdam, I could imagine it would be fun for anybody to walk around Amsterdam for a while. It's a very interesting looking place. I've never been there, so I gotta make my way over to Europe. So what can I do with this? The tough thing about this photo is the subject's kind of ambiguous. It's hard to know exactly what we're supposed to be focusing on. So it kind of drives your attention in 5 different directions. And, well, 3 if we're going to be technically correct. But that makes the photo feel a bit scattered and hard to connect with. So I'm going to see if we go all symmetrical with the trees, then we could do that, but then the statue's not in the middle, and I think that's something I don't want to sacrifice. I shot it probably an angle to everything here, so that's probably why it's kind of working that way. Maybe come down a bit more. This could also end up being a portrait-orientated photo. That kind of works, right? But I do think the photo might be interesting enough to throw in the video. It's the subject becomes the statue, I suppose. Come up with it a little bit. Definitely not as symmetrical as the previous one. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers.
I got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers.
Is that a thing?
That's what the hip kids say.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like
Oh.
in 2009.
Oh, I missed that one. Okay.
You were homeschooled.
Oh, I was okay. Gotcha.
Did you say something about Vans?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Did you say something about Vans?
I read the comment.
Why would that comment be there? Did you
Oh.
correct it?
I don't remember. I don't remember why I said Vans. Why did I say Vans? Anyone? I have Vans. I like Vans. And not the car kind. You're very welcome here. Anyone is. Awesome. Well, we're going to Amsterdam, Christina. As soon as this thing clears up,
right now.
we're going.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be special times.
Ready?
Is there good food in Amsterdam? No, not right now.
There's ants.
We're gonna get the Rona.
There's stirs over there.
There's hamsters. Hamsterdam. It's Amsterdam, but full of hamsters.
Okay.
All the people are hamsters, right? It's like normal business as usual. We got restaurants and such. People cleaning the streets, but they're all hamsters.
It's a nocturnal company. Like, not company, it's a nocturnal city. 'Cause
Right.
hamsters hang out at night.
Exactly. It's a nocturnal.
The cars are hamster wheels.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
the Ubers are really, really small.
They run on the
You
wheels.
accidentally step on everyone.
They run on the hamster wheels through the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They power the city through their hamster wheels.
Yeah.
Friggin' green initiative.
Right.
Hello? Yes.
That's something us humans could take something from. We could locomote ourselves
What if you could
via
what if you
hamster wheels.
could harness the energy of your heart? I guess your heart is powering you, so
Oh, I got it, Danielle. Gotcha.
I don't even know.
Somebody was showing the shoes. What were you saying? Okay.
I'm just saying words. What was I doing? I was going back into here.
Ooh, okay, let's see. So I want to straighten this just a hair. That feels right. That feels right. It's just the tiniest little 10%. It is all about the 10%. I'm going to take this and put it at 30 plus 30. I think we might drop the shadows down a bit more, get a bit more dramatic perhaps, but probably not too much. I don't want to go too far with the clarity. Maybe we can play with some color channels a bit. Blues. See, I don't want the sky to be all dark blue. It feels okay. Then I think I have the vignette already applied since I copied over. That helps. I don't like the guy on the bike. I find him distracting. Interesting. Yeah, I think if he was on the sidewalk right next to the statue, that would certainly be better. And if this guy was over here, and if he didn't have a phone in his hand, that would, and there was no bike at all, then that would be fantastic. But good thoughts. Good thoughts. All right. Okay, I'm going to send that out. Not sure about those. Now this one was fun because this person had a walking cane, but the placing was weird. Now, you may be wondering, why, James, did you not capture anybody over here? And that's because I wanted to, but it didn't work out. For example, with this photo, I believe, so I captured a couple right here. I believe a car came by right before, if I'm not mistaken. There were little things that got in the way of me capturing somebody on that side. But I probably could have done better. I probably could have just machine gunned it and captured a moment with at least one of these scenes where somebody was on that side, but that was my fault. The corner guy is more subtle. I like him. Okay. I like it. I like people with big strides like that too. So this person is when we're showing the cane situation. What I want is for it to be, going way out in front, perhaps. This one, in this photo, it's just completely gone. It's behind the leg, which is not what we want. This one kind of works. Straight leg. That one's kind of interesting. Let's see. We're gonna A/B. We're either gonna, or AA, I suppose. We're gonna go either with that one or that one. I think that one is probably the winner. So I'm gonna go to Punchy 02 preset. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna paste these settings, see if that, yeah, there we go. That feels nice. Then I'm going to, let's see what leveling it out does. Nope. It's just it's having a really hard time with this scene. It's pretty level, actually. It's just horizontally. Needs some love, I think. Perhaps. Hold on, actually, let me put it back. There we go. It's actually, if I took the horizontal tilt off, because it's been copied over from the other photos, if I take it off, it actually looks like it's supposed to. So I'm actually gonna take it off of this one too, because I didn't realize it was on there. That's the scary thing about copying settings. You'll miss stuff. Okay. Very nice. I think I could maybe rotate this one just a hair. Did you finish your time lapse, Christina?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure if I should stop it now or what.
No, yeah.
How many photos have you worked through in the past, like, 15 minutes?
4, I think. I don't think that's the way to go. Thinking. These are just a bunch of imperfect photos, and I'm just trying to make them work today. That's kind of what we're dealing with. Definitely want to go back to this spot and spend some more time there. Okay. Maybe a bit more rotation. So we're going to level it out. Looking at a line up top. See, that actually feels like it goes too far. That feels right in terms of lines. I think I might come in from the bottom. There we go. We're going to bring it down a little bit as to center. Get rid of that bottom, because that bottom bit's just, it's not necessary. So I'm going to bring it in more. You know what they say about things that aren't necessary?
2 S's and 3 Y's.
Put that, well, that's right. But also, you gotta bravely be rid of them.
You have to firmly grasp them.
No, not that.
Man, I'm really not getting this right.
Not that. Okay. So this one, the trees are not going to be perfectly symmetrical in this case, I don't believe. Tricky. So, okay, I might go a bit more that way. Because if I bring it in, let's try it. Bring it in, make the trees the same distance. Then the statue kind of falls off center, and I don't know if I'm okay with that. And then we got this little grass patch poking in a way that does not make me happy. See, this is the process. You just crop in more and more and more, and then you go, oops, I went way too far, and then you bring it back out. Now the tree's gone, which is unacceptable. Unless I crop like this and get both of the trees out, which might be an option. Definitely bit less clutter there. So maybe I do that. Maybe I do this and then I go all the way up with it. Tricky. Did you know I helped create an indie video game? No, that's very exciting. That's fantastic. I used to want to be a developer when I was growing up. What? Tell me about this game. I'm very intrigued by this. That's awesome. Did you code it? Or was it, were you working on design elements, or what were you up to? Did you manage finances? So, keep going back. I keep having to rotate it just a little bit because I feel like it's crooked, and then go back with it. Just go back and forth. I suppose it depends on the mood. Okay. Maybe like that. The lack of symmetry is disturbing me. I mean, should I come any more? Because these little oh my gosh. I wonder if I should, let's try, let's give, oh heavens. There you go for you black and white fans out there. I might go actually 8x10 portrait. Oh, this is intense. This is I don't know about this. Oh heavens. I don't think that's it. I think I'm making some bad decisions today, guys. I think this is about as good as it's gonna probably get. 4x5? Or are you saying that I should crop it 4x5? I'll try that again. And then I did one of the suns. One of the suns, is that the name of it? No code, I helped with the art aspect. Okay. And then let's see. I mean, for one of the suns I created, it was very cool. I'm confused by that sentence. I'm sorry. So okay, no code. Yeah, so you help with the art. That's fantastic. And then Eli says, I would turn down the highlights and raise the shadows to 100. So I'm going to give that a go in a second. Ooh. I mean, puts the statue kind of off. Maybe I come this way with it. I gotta let something be unsymmetrical with this photo. I think that's what we're working with. But I'm actually surprised 8x10 or 4x5, as you were saying, works actually pretty well for this photo. I'm trying to figure out what I need to keep straight. I'm trying to keep those lines straight up top, those horizontal lines, and I think that's looking pretty all right. What if I come up with it? Ooh. I don't know about you guys, but that's starting to kind of work for me. This little tree's poking in on the side. Maybe I'll push that down. No, I'm going to keep it. I have to keep it. Just going to have to let some things go, I think. Do I want to come that far up, or do I want to go back down? I kind of like that. Okay. Hold on, I haven't played with the colors much. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to change the, you don't need the highlights in the photo. Okay, so highlights all the way down. And then, where are we at? Shadows to 100, like plus 100? I mean, that feels a little too HDR for my liking. Wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be, but not quite my style. But you can the colors are pretty, right? Lots of pretty colors. All right, let's see. 50, and then let me try the clarity. Just go all the way up to 25 with it and see if that does anything interesting. No, I think that's gonna put it back where it was. I'm gonna do that, and then I think I might actually go a bit further than the vignette. I love that. You don't need the highlights in the photo at all. Just get rid of them. How does one delete highlights? Okay. What happens if I go 10%? Oh, green. Ooh, heavens. Not what we want today. Okay, any more tweaking I can do before I send this guy out? Any more contrast? Oh, that's right. I was gonna brush the edges a bit, just ever so slightly. Focus the attention in on the middle a bit more. Happy trees. Got a follower on Instagram. Thanks so much. I'm gonna just brush it. I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's very subtle. I'm gonna actually unbrush. No, I'm actually leave. I was gonna unbrush this pavement here. That feels okay. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the, like, a lot of times I'll drop the highlights all the way down for the brush, but I'm not gonna do that here. I'm just gonna make it more subtle. So we're gonna go 35. I keep pushing up the contrast. Just little things that I see that I might want to tweak, and then I decide if it's a good idea or not. Okay, we're gonna A/B it. That feels good to me. What happens if sometimes I'll turn the clarity off and I'll like it better, but in this case I think something about the textures in the photo, the clarity seems to work well with it. All right, that'll do. We'll send that guy out. Oh, was that you that just followed me, Revo Sport? Are you going to fix the white balance with the color picker? Nope. I pick my own white balance. I just got your notification, so if that was you that followed me, I will check you out for sure. Thank you so much. In Lightroom, there's output sharpening. Try output sharpening it to 300. No, I like it the way it is. Okay, let's move along. I feel like they're sharp enough. If I feel like it's not sharp enough, I might give it a go, but feeling pretty good about it. I'm going to copy these settings, and then I'm going to get a snack. I'll be right back. Christina, feel free to entertain them while I'm gone. Sorry, everyone, I can't talk because I'm eating my bar. You're welcome for the entertainment. I'm glad you are entertained. That means a lot to me that you are entertained. And also, yes, what kind of games do you play? Crap, I've heard of that. I don't know much about it. What kind of game is it? Danielle, did you ever play RuneScape? I've sunken hours into RuneScape. You know, I like your style of gaming interests. RPGs, indie platformers, roguelikes. Seems like, well, correct me if I'm wrong, Danielle, do you like really visually pretty games? I tend to prefer stylized games over realistic games. Ooh, Eli, good question. Favorite street photographer? My favorite photographer is Steve McCurry. He's everything I want to be when I grow up. That's what I always say. But he does some street photography, but he's done some stuff in India and Afghanistan, all over the place. I like Joel Mariowitz a lot. I think his stuff is interesting. I like his sort of craziness as a personality. Van Ho, I think he was very talented. Very talented fellow. Lots of interesting stuff.
Four by five?
For well, there's 4x3 and there's 4x5.
4x5 or 4x5?
4x. Hold on, let me check. I guess technically 4x. Well, the longer would be the longer side.
1920 by 1080. So 1080 by 1350 is this.
1920 by 1080. 1920 by 1080. So 5 by that's kind of backwards because
I'm wanting it to be
4 by 5 would be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I guess if it's portrait, then yeah, it would be 4 by 5. I guess so.
We're professionals.
Yeah, right. Where was I? Oh yes. So I like.
Pop your photos 4x5 instead of 4x3.
I do. I do it all the time.
But you do
My last photo was 4 by 5.
You never do portrait that way.
Yeah, I do. No, all my portrait photos are 4 by 5 because that's what Instagram will let you do.
Okay.
It's also known as 8 by 10, so that's why I normally would say 8 by 10. I don't say 4 by 5 a lot.
Oh.
Right?
Math.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
You just preached.
Video games. So, I like a lot of different types of video games. I just depends on what mood I'm in.
Gamer.
But I love I'd say my favorite genre, and when I say favorite, I mean the genre that I just seem to naturally sync the most amount of time into is city building games, like SimCity 4, City Skylines. I even started playing SimCity 2013 recently. I look for all sorts of city building games. I love those, but I'll play a little bit of FPS every now and then. Strategy games, I like different strategy games. I used to play Age of Empires all the time, like management, that sort of thing. But I do love some RPGs, or I have played quite a few RPGs as well. I like really beautiful stylized games. A lot of times, some of my favorite games are very 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 almost 8-bit esque, I guess. Like I love Terraria. I think it's a beautiful game. I love that you're supporting indie games, though. That's fantastic. I think we need more of that. It's so cool that like a team of 1, 2, 3 people can make a game, and that people will actually play it at this point in history. That's amazing. That's good. Got to do what you enjoy. Good words. Wise words. Yeah, for me, it's video games is a great way to kind of get away from all the plans I have, all the things that I'm trying to accomplish in my life, all the things that can get stressful on a daily basis as you're trying to accomplish them. A game is like, pause. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna spend my time in this world that doesn't exist for a little bit. Play around, try to accomplish some things, build some stuff, shoot some things, and refresh my energy for life. Photography gave you... Oh, I used to be really competitive with FPS games, even played for money sometime, but I couldn't play the same game for days, especially with my lack of motivation and depression. But photography gave me a new world. Yeah, if you play a game for too long, it can be a little bit soul sucking. You have to be very careful with that. That's cool that you have photography to also go towards. Oh, so Danielle, you're trying to make games full time? Is that what's happening here? 'Cause that's pretty cool. Put my phone over here so I can look towards you guys while I talk. I should be editing, but I'm just enjoying being with you guys. Oh, no. Okay, I apologize. What are you applying for? I think for a lot of people, including me, sometimes I need to put a time limit on playing because it's a comfort zone thing. Like games are very comfortable, so you can get sucked into that moment of what you're doing, and you enjoy it very thoroughly for a little bit, but then it's like you're halfway enjoying it, and at that point you probably need to step away and go hang out with a human or something like that. But you stay in there because now you're comfortable in that, and that slowly sucks the life out of you, even if you're not realizing it. I just plan to use my platform as a safe place for people to enjoy. Okay. Be right back. I'm gonna get some water. had to grab some water and rinse my mouth so you guys don't hear food bits. Don't want that. Let me get a charger for my phone so it doesn't die. You're back. Cute. You want this? You can use it. No, I'm good. I'll just use cubes. Thank you, though. Yeah, I was never gonna take the cube back. You're so kind. Guess I could have just brought the cube from in the room. Come on, sister. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Plug it in right there. Okay. Oh no. Hopefully the camera doesn't die. Looks like it's struggling on the battery department. So, with that said, let's edit a couple photos. Did you see Cooper? Isn't he cute? He used to play for 6, 8, 12 hours straight every day for at least 8, 9 years. Not even joking. Oh, that's amazing. That's impressive. Come on. There we go. Never find my brightness display settings on my phone. I've had an iPhone for years now and I can never. Why is it? Oh, I see. It's on low power mode. My phone kept locking, so I couldn't see what you guys were up to. Boop. He is a cute dog, isn't he? Yeah, if you were competitive, that makes sense that you'd play for longer than the average. Have you ever shot street photography with a telephoto lens? I'm going to get back to editing. Let's move along here. Well, it depends on what you would call a telephoto lens. I shoot with the equivalent of a 75 millimeter all the time. I haven't gone past like 100. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I used to shoot with. Oh, where is he? I don't know. Okay, I used to shoot with it's 70 to 300 millimeters. So the answer is yes on my old Nikon. Move along there. Okay, there we go. So, what can I do with this? There's a car in the way. I like the bike. The bike's in the right spot. We're really going to have to go crazy with some cropping if we're going to make this work. Very messy scene. Makes me sad. Okay, we're going to straighten it to where the line on the top is straight. Ooh, this car. He is obtrusive. Just gotta see if he can make it work, you know? I don't think this one's gonna do it. I think we're gonna have to move on. I don't know. Should I accept that windshield? Like, should I come down with it? No. I don't think that's it. Luckily, I do have other shots where the car is not such a pronounced part of the frame. I think I'm going to get this guy out. I don't like him. If he was here, it would work, but I think I want him out. Get out of my photo. Gonna rotate it just a hair. Bring the crop down a little bit. That's interesting. They gave you headaches. You stay on those classes. You achieve your goals. I believe in you. Never tried photography with a speed light or any kind of flash. I've seen photographers do that and do that very well. I think it's like you really got to be ballsy. You gotta be a ballsy street photographer to pop a flash off in somebody's face. But it really does provide some very dramatic, intense photos, and it's a good way to solve a problem that you can have on the street, which is kind of wonky lighting. Going way in. We're just going way in. We're gonna see how this goes. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. I went on a couple photo walks for the photos that I'm editing today, and this one was a tough one. The only photos I really got from it were this spot and the ones I've edited before, maybe a couple after, but wasn't too much luck. Okay, I like that. That feels pretty good. Okay, so I don't think I need to do any sort of vignetting other than what's already happening. Yeah, I'm gonna like use the lens correction vignetting just a little bit, but no brushes or anything. Okay, I'm gonna export that. That feels good. Move along. What's next? Now this was another photo walk. This is when I went back out. I tried it and it was very hard and became very heavy. Ooh, that makes sense. How did people respond to you if you were taking photos of people? What's that guy's name from New York that does that? Oh, no, it's talking about flashes. Oh. That's a great question. I can't remember. I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of the name. I think Eric Kim's done a little bit of that. So this guy had a mask on. I just thought he was intriguing. I would have loved. One of the things that I would have made this photo a lot better is if I had thought to drop the f-stop down so that this mountain was more pronounced. That really would have helped out a lot to accept a bit more of the environment in. I just happened to be shooting 2.8 before I went over to him, and I didn't think to change it, which once again makes me sad. 30. Not too much. You know, this is one where it's like where the colors are. I feel like I'm gonna have to do too much to them, and that makes me happy. So maybe I will drop the background, the blue of the background down just a little bit from what it was. I also don't like that blue fringing to be too pronounced either, though. I think that's about how much I want to go with it, and then I'm going to drop. Yeah, I was thinking Bruce Gilden, perhaps, but I don't think I've ever seen him use flashes. But that might be one of his things. Oh, you like this photo? I'm glad you guys like this photo. If I go 16 by 9, what does that do? Just playing around with getting out. That's no. Goodbye 16:9. I'm gonna, let's see. Don't want to do that. Push it in. No. Okay, that feels good. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I did get the mountains. They are there. That's good. Also sent in my first poem to a poem company lately. A poem company? I didn't know there were poem companies. That's exciting. Lately, I'm trying to take chances with things in my life. It's super awesome. Everyone, take advice from Danielle on this. Take chances with your life. If you ask, the worst thing that can happen is they say no. Or, and if they're insane, they could, I suppose, attack you. But even then, I mean, I don't think that's a good reason to not pursue your dreams. Just, make sure you're not dealing with somebody who would attack you, probably. I think that's a good general rule. I do think I'm going to take the vignetting and just push in the interest on the face just a little bit.
Make that your thumbnail and pop coronavirus in front of
Oh, yeah, I can, yeah.
You think I'm being kidding?
No, I don't think you're kidding at all.
You think I'm being serious?
I think you're being serious. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. What's the right answer, Christina?
All the above.
Okay, so a little bit of highlights. One of the things I've learned about pushing the highlights down if you want to make a vignette or if you want to use a brush is it seems to be a very subtle and non-destructive kind of way to edit your photo. Like if you do that, you can really start to see it. If you push the whites down, I should say, you really start to see it, whereas the highlights is just a very subtle push in. See, I think that feels quite nice.
People are probably watching this and they think that like we're so fun to work with together, and it's like, man, they just make jokes.
What? Say it again. I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're saying.
I said people are probably watching this going, wow, they're probably so fun to work with together, and like, wow, oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So she's saying, if you guys can't hear, that we're like so fun to work with together because we're cutting up on the stream, but then after this we like hate each other. Is that the idea? Yeah. Sometimes sometimes we're not. We don't talk to each other all day because we're working and we're best friends and you live together for long enough and you don't chat like you should.
Sometimes what will happen, most of the times what will happen is James or me will, like, okay, example with James. I'll interrupt James from editing photos or video or whatever he's doing that involves focus, and he's editing, and then I'll say, hey James, and he'll go, I'll example it right here. This is a space bar. A big hard hit. And that's the universal sign of, please leave me alone. What do you want? And I do the same thing to him. It's a good photo. He's looking into his future.
Yeah, which is to the left of him.
Yeah, to the left of him. You know what? His past?
Where?
To the right. Okay, here you go.
That was Christina's Power Hour.
Oh, you know what we should do?
What should we do?
Oh, what was that? What was your radio show?
I had a radio show?
Yeah, remember? Welcome to W902. Discomfort Zone.
Discomfort Zone. I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right before we went to bed, I created a radio show.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to W902 FM, the Discomfort Zone, with at James the Red. And I did like, I don't know. I need to, leave me alone. Stop talking to me. The Discomfort Zone.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I was reading all of your chats. Yeah, I think one thing for me with the Flash is that it's not it's just not my style of shooting, but I think it's very interesting. I think it's a very interesting style of shooting. I think it creates very, like, especially if you pop off the flash, you get pretty close to somebody, and then you drop down to a really low angle. You get some really intense stuff. I think that's a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of wonderful photos that use that technique. But I will say that not a lot of people use that technique. And I wonder why. I think that's an interesting thing to noodle about. Probably because they stupid. That's what Christina thinks. So I think that feels fun. This guy, by the way, just did this. I didn't tell him to look that way. He just decided to look off. And whatever people give me, I just like to play around with it and see if it'll work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. One must remember, Christina is more extroverted and James is introverted. I always related to James more so than Christina due to how they interact, but I enjoy both of their company. You are very observant, Danielle. She said that one Danielle.
Oh, hi, Danielle.
One must remember, Christina is more extroverted and James is introverted. I always related to James more than Christina due to she's offended. She's offended. Christina due to how they react, but I enjoy both of their company.
You mean not everyone is like
They don't got balls like Bruce Gilden.
Who has balls?
Bruce Gilden. Oh, heavens.
Jesus.
I think our neighbor just
Maybe that was it.
maybe the neighbor died. Yeah. We have a loud neighbor. We have a horse neighbor, as we call them.
Well, I would have probably taken that personally when
She said hi, by the way.
I would have probably taken that personally when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a world where everyone was an extrovert because I went to public school and you had no other choice but to interact with other humans.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel you.
She's saying that she would have been offended when she was younger because she felt like they can't hear you that well. I don't think.
Can you hear me?
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I've watched back a stream and I feel like you couldn't hear the person that well. So I'm just trying to repeat.
Listen here, Chief.
She would have been offended when she was back in school because she thought she had to conform and that sort of thing, but now she's not offended. Correct? Did I get it right?
No, not that I had to conform.
Oh.
I didn't conform in school. School conformed to me. Bitch.
Christine. No, but
Sorry, I went too far there.
yeah, but you said you take on like fashion choices from other people and things like that, right?
I lived in a white town, and I was brown.
Why? Well, what? I don't understand. So,
Also,
but
the
you're.
first minute video had. Why the?
She says, "You know, I love you."
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah." I don't know if she receives that love or not, Danielle. Sorry, she's just being mean today. She's just in a bad mood. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's wonderful. This photo, I want it to work. I really want it to work, but guy's too far away. He's got some nice Santa Claus pants on. I don't know, man. All right, I'm going to move past this one. Keep making progress.
On a daily motion?
Yes. We can hear her really softly, says Revo Sport. Look at those mountains. What the hell, so beautiful. Yeah, that mountain is Mount Timpanogos. That is a mountain. And it's one of the tallest mountains well, it's one of the tallest mountains in Utah. I think it's like 11th in Utah. And I think the tallest mountain on the edge of the valley because we're in a big bowl. But yeah, it's a really beautiful mountain. You drive past it, especially when there's clouds all around the top of it. It's pretty special. Okay, so I thought this was pretty interesting. Like Well, I don't know if I've mentioned. I had a hard time finding a lot of people in this area because it's just a smaller town. Because I'm trying to stay away from downtown Salt Lake City, but I decided. So anyway, these photos involve less people, and it was just what I came across. Not that I was looking for it per se, but there was a lot of just interesting non-human elements in certain areas, like this semi-airstream-esque type of thing we got going on here. I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to go one by one on this. No, too much. I think 8 by 10 or maybe even 4 by 3 might be a good choice. Our neighbors are not making me happy.
I need a margarita, eh? I don't think I've ever had a margarita. No. I think I maybe have had a margarita, and I think it tastes
There it
like
is.
sweat.
Did you?
Yeah. And you know how I be with sweat. Not drinking it. Go ahead. Tell them what I said.
She said that she doesn't drink a margarita because it tastes like sweat, and you know how I be with things that taste like sweat. I don't drink it. Ha!
You know what's tough about Ample? Like the ads that we make for Ample versus all of the other ones?
Don't be intimidated, Danielle. We love you. We would give you a great big hug with like bubbles on. What were you saying, Christina?
One thing that's tough with Ample
Hmm?
versus all these other companies that we work with, Ample is not like, it's gonna sound really bad. Ample's clientele thinks, so they're not like here for like all of the bright graphics and
Yeah.
animation and all of that.
Yeah.
They like, you can just do lower thirds and sell at like whatever with.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like we need to be doing better for them. This is how that text treatment should. I don't know. I just have standards, dude. So I have so much to ask for. This is how text treatment should.
Uh-oh. Danielle thinks that she made you upset.
Oh, what? No, I just have a horrible sense of humor.
You guys are totally cool.
We're just the coolest. Danielle.
Danielle, you're just saying that you relate with me more than you relate with her. There's nothing offensive about that.
James
That's wonderful.
allowed to have friend. I've just got a dry sense of humor. We are.
No, you're good. You're good, Danielle. You're very sweet. Hmm?
I said we are the Gucciest of all of the gang.
You guys are the Gucciest of all of the gang. Like Danielle, you and Christina, Gucciest of all the gang, apparently. Allegedly.
Okay. Look.
What covers the Netherlands? I was confused by that one. We aight. Okay. So I think one thing that's kind of bothering me is that this vehicle, this living arrangement, this Airstream-esque thing, is the color on it is kind of strange. So I'm playing with the white balance a bit. I think this is the first time I've really poked around with the white balance since I started editing today. It's funny. So I'm gonna pull the highlights down just a little bit, I think.
Ooh, I put this
Or maybe the whites instead.
She's an emergency medicine doctor.
And then, or maybe both, a little bit of both. And then I'm going to, I think I don't want clarity on this one. I think that was one thing that was working against me. Yes.
Are you freaking
Yeah, I use clarity.
I thought clarity was only for people who liked HDR.
Christina, there are no rules. There are no rules to photo editing. There are no rules, guys. Christina. So I scarred Christina early on because I guess I said things that made her feel like there were things that she couldn't do in editing a photo, and I might be guilty of some of those things. But now she'll see me doing something. She'll see me cropping, for example, or putting clarity on a photo, and she's like, "You do that? I thought it was forbidden."
It was frowned upon.
Okay, I think I want that blue to come up a little bit in the luminance department, just a hair. Just a hair. It might even actually be where it was before, but this feels pretty good, I think. This almost makes me want to start another Instagram for urban exploration, because this wouldn't fit in on my page. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, export that. That's good. Please don't ban. You're banned. Goodbye. How dare you make a joke that I didn't understand at first? All right. This is a reference photo of a helicopter. I'm just going to do a quick little situation on that. Basically, what I mean by that is when I was on the photo walk, I was like, hi, you guys can't see this through the GoPro, so here's a photo just so you can know what it looks like. We could make it all minimalistic, right? We could just put it all the way in the corner. Yeah. Art, baby. So, okay, so the mountain. So there are mountains. Still trying to probably covers all the. Oh, I get it, because the Netherlands is small. I get it. Okay, all right. That took me 30 minutes to understand. I'm so sorry. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Okay. I mean, this is just put it right in the center. Yeah.
So I just got a text from some random number.
Uh-huh.
Like how you have like the text threads, or like you get reference from an app. So I want to share Facebook with you. You've never downloaded Facebook before.
Okay. Yeah.
So
like an invite code.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just got that. Hey, Christy, your friend invited you to chat on, and it said the app's name. I was like, I don't use that nickname anymore. So the first person that comes to mind is like, what was that sound?
It was the ice.
First thought is like, did Tatsi send this to me? But don't ever click links that you don't know, guys, or else you'll end up on the black market.
Mm-hmm.
So
could have been one of your old like usernames or something.
Right. So I just Googled the app name and looked at the app store. It looks like a legit app, but I found that there's a thread on Reddit, and apparently people be out here.
Is the app sketchy?
I didn't read all of it, but if somebody wants me to download an app, they can text me and not be a stranger.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Apache. Oh, you never seen an Apache? Yeah, we have them fly all over the valley all the time. It's really cool. We have an air base near here. Shout out to air bases. We had a couple of those Chinooks too, with the two big propellers that somehow don't crash into each other. They just be Chinookin. Okay. This photo is not that exciting. I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to put this right here. Oh boy. So what I was trying to do with this photo was I was trying to, where did it go? Oh, why is it not in the line here? Right here. this was a scene that I was loving. And I thought if a cyclist was here with these cliffs in the background, that'd be phenomenal. So I was like, nobody came down this path, and once again made me very sad. So I went to this path where there was a lot of traffic, but the scene is not as exciting to me. It does look kind of like Idaho. So I'm gonna hopefully go back to that other spot some point and be able to capture what I was looking for. I think tough. This is tough. No. Okay, we're gonna leave it. I think because I hit export with it right there. We'll leave that there. Not sure what I'll do with that one just yet. So I was just trying to make this scene work. These people come by and I thought, okay, let's see how these people work. This is great because she gave me a little peace sign. She's very nice. I like it when people do that. But she's quite far away. Yeah. There was a girl while I was at the spot who she was running by and she put a shirt on. She ended up putting a shirt on she had a sports bra on, and then she put on a shirt over that. She stopped and walked off the side of the path, put on a shirt over that while looking at me because I think she thought I was just trying to take a picture of her chest.
And she flicked him off
and
ran away.
She didn't flick me off.
Said, "You're not my dad."
She didn't run away. So had me thinking about that. Shut up, Christina.
That was very funny.
I never said I was your dad. So yeah, she came by and I was thinking about that. I was like, of course I mean no harm, and that was not my goal. But I also understand. I totally understand where where she's coming from. Stranger with a camera. If I was a girl, I'd do the exact same thing. You wouldn't? Yeah. I mean, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't. But I could see myself that's a rational thing to do.
It all depends on the person. You gotta really read the room. If it's
these aren't feeling good. But I'll export that.
If it was a weirdo, I probably would.
Might do nothing with that. Might do something. This one, like the mountain in the background. That guy was not that interesting to me. I'm gonna move past that. This one of the issues I was running into was the shadow was on the face. See you, Danielle. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great day. Good luck with all your studies and all the stuff that you are up to that we spoke about in this.
That I totally remember. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Let's see. That's so sick. Love the locations. I like it, but the bush on the left tree kind of ruins it. Let's go back to that. I want to see what you're talking about. So let's go back to this one, or nope, not that one. Maybe that one. So the bush on the left. Yeah. So okay. So all this nonsense. Yeah, I think that definitely cluttered things up. That's one thing about trees is, yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to take a photo in a forest, but it's hard to do. It's very hard to do because things can so easily turn into a bunch of mush. There's no definition between things. This is part of that other mountain, the Mount Timpanogos that I mentioned earlier. This is like the rear end of it. But yeah, so trees are beautiful, and when they're integrated properly, they feel wonderful. But when they're not, they can be a bit annoying. So I got another shot in a second where I think there's not so much shadow on the guy's face. This may be a 4x3. That starts to feel a little bit all right. But yeah, I wanted the sun to be on his head. Or on on his face. Okay, so let's see. Now what I could do is I could brush it a little bit. I could probably get away with brushing it some. I think some clarity for most of these photos tends to be a good thing.
I should probably charge more for all those birth vlogs that I ended up doing. Each one of them got over 1 million views.
Amazing. Christina filmed some births. And they got a lot of views, you said?
Yeah, dude. I could have made some cheese. But I was just an ignorant friend wanting to do good by her friends.
A little bit of brush. There we go. Bring out the face, the hair. Not a bad thing. Oh, that's good. Okay, now, but I am going to tweak these colors a little bit. I think I want to tweak the blue first off. I don't think I want to make it deeper and darker per se, but I might change the saturation. No. About the lighting. If I had come here later in the evening, the lighting would have been really interesting. -25. Change the hue a little bit. That gets a bit too teal, I think. So maybe something like that. I think I still want to put a bit more of a vignette. I've been copying vignettes from photos and not even realizing it.
My God.
Oh man,
Don't you hate
can't
that?
keep doing that. Okay. So and then the white balance is kind of funny to me. So that's what's going on. So first off, the white balance ended up coming in custom from another photo, which is not what we want. So this is going to become more green. This is going to become warmer. That feels better. And then maybe that a little bit, and then maybe bring up the shadows just a hair, and then the blacks can maybe come down a little bit. Subtle. It's a beautiful shot as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think the background really works for this one. I had obviously, well, maybe not obviously, I had left downtown, the downtown-ish area for this. That feels good. I don't think I want to go down more. No, I like that. That feels all right. Might change. I think I'm going to crop it in just a hair more, though. Watching these weeds on the side. I don't want them to be too pronounced. Coming in a weird way. So come back that way a little bit. And then export, I think, on that one. A moonrise / sunrise would be incredible. Oh, you said it. That would be phenomenal. Okay, we're going to copy those settings. I don't mind if I bring the vignette over because it's going to be the same scene. Let's see if this guy works. Okay, so more light on his face. I think this one's going to end up being 432. Last photo, guys. This is big. Oh, were you not high-fiving me? I'm sorry. Awkward.
You were eager.
Awkward.
Beaver.
I like to just pretend that I have support. So should this guy go off center, or should this guy go on center? Okay. Well, that kind of works. But let's go like that, maybe. Da, da. What can I do to this? Let's see. Okay, so greenish more, maybe? No. Go right in the middle. I think I want to keep that at 10. I think that's a bit too green, but I think I could warm it up and get away with it. Yeah, something like that. I might actually send that back over to the other photo as well. Something like that. Right about there, maybe. And then, I think I brushed that other guy's face, so that's going to be over here. So we're currently making a bush a bit lighter. Making a bush a bit lighter where I want to make his face a bit lighter. Fabulous. And then I think this other big brush, wherever it may be. That's right, it was a radial brush. We're going to move that over. Why did that go over there? Who did that? I'm going to bring it in, I think, a little bit. Let's bring it. There's probably a better way to do this, but I'm just going to bring it down like that. Then we're going to take it like that. Here we go. We're going to put the interest more so on him. I learned things from one photo, and I'll bring them back to another photo, which is, I think, what I'm about to do for this one with the previous photo. Okay, that feels pretty good. It's starting to not clash so hard with everything else. Yeah, maybe it needs to be pretty aggressive. That actually feels a bit better. Don't you think? Shadows? Shadows? Is that no shadows, I don't think. Okay, play with the blues a little bit now that I've pushed the brush in more. Feels okay. It's the lighting was kind of flat, so I'm just trying to see what I can swing with it. Shadows up a little bit. Okay, copy that. I like those. Export. We're gonna bring it back over here. See what kind of horror happens. Okay, no, that, ooh, okay, maybe. I think with some tweaking we can make it work. So we're gonna put this over here. That feels, don't want to, that's fine, I think. I think if people didn't know I put a brush there, it wouldn't feel too aggressive. And this is gonna go right on top of him. Like I said, since I'm only dropping the highlights, it's not too aggressive on the scene. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit, so it's not getting the edges quite so much. That feels pretty good. Subtle tweaks, maybe. Don't want that. I think exposure comes up just a little bit, and then I'm going to play with the blues. Blues are good, I think. I wonder, very quickly though, if I can take the green and change it just a hair to make it more interesting. See, I actually like that a lot. So if you guys notice, I just took the bushes and gave them a different hue a little bit. I think that makes the scene a bit more interesting. Okay, so I'm not going to copy, I'm just going to remember that and put it on the other photo really quick. And then we're going to take the green, go -10 on this. I like that. Very interesting. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that is that how that looked before? Because sometimes you can push certain colors too far and they'll do something weird and then you have to A/B them to see if that was how they're supposed to look. That's fine. Pretty blue, but I know that I'm not pushing the saturation too much, so I don't think that's an issue. Looks really good. Thank you. Good to hear. I think that, man, let's see. I'm struggling with those cliffs. They look really intense. I could always just like desaturate that spot. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That helps. Just a little bit of love. Yep. I was gonna zoom in on it, but some on the brush, it's be a little bit more difficult, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, 25 again. See if that feels okay, and I'm gonna just A/B it really quick. I don't know.
Whoa! All South Carolina restaurants can open for in-person dining on Monday.
Whoa! Everybody's gonna die. Okay. I'm gonna take that brush off actually. So, with that said, I think this one doesn't need to be exported again. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to this one. And did I brush this one? I just can't remember. I don't think I did. Okay, great. So, I think we'll leave that there. Looks good. Okay. Fantastic. We did it, guys. We made it to the end. Relatively short set of photo walks. Both photo walks didn't yield too much success, I suppose. But we got a couple. They were fun to play with, fun to learn things from, and it was an enjoyable editing session, I think. I think, yeah, so like I said at the beginning, that this is going to end up being a video, if all goes well, that I share very soon. I get to editing on it. And it might be some like photo walk hybrid kind of situation, since the photo walk aspect of it was a little bit shorter, a little bit less interesting things happening. I might add in a second bit to the video, which is more so talking about how maybe talking about how the photos went, or maybe even talking about some other photographers, things like that. Just play. I'm gonna play around with it. I gotta sit down and write down some things and just outline. I think anytime I'm confused about something, I outline. It really helps a lot. No, bye, Christina. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, you forget that.
My entertainment. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed it. Love from the Netherlands. Love from the USA. I thank you so much for stopping by. I enjoyed your presence. A lot of fun. Thank you to you, Danielle, and Eli. Thank you so much. And you guys have a lovely day. I'm gonna go work on some. I'm probably gonna take a little break. Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a break, and I'm gonna work on some other things. But I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.